and thank you guys. I have been asked numerous times about running a bladder meridian on a horse. So today I'm going to show you what I do to run a bladder meridian. The bladder meridian supports all systems of the body. I feel like it's really important. I will run the bladder meridian as soon as I get them out of a trailer before I compete. And again, I'll run it before I put the saddle on. And then after I warm up, I'll come back and tie them up and give them the opportunity to go to the bathroom before we compete. I'll run the bladder meridian with oils in my hands. I feel like the oils, our bodies run at a frequency between 64 and 70, and the oils run at a much higher frequency, and so it will go through there and bring things to a higher frequency to allow wellness into the body. I tend to run the bladder meridian with a gilding. I tend to use either Endoflex or Believe, and I usually either open a bottle to let them choose which ones they want, and I'll just simply hold a bottle to them. This is Chief and he loves oils, and I'll let them choose, and I'll let them choose 2 different oils. This is Endoflex and this is Believe, and usually they'll come back to the ones that they desire to have run on them, and definitely not liking the Endoflex today. And we'll see what he thinks about. So today he is liking Believe. Either one of these, whichever one you choose to run, will support the body system. If I'm working with a mare, sometimes they prefer the clary sage. So that would be your choice of what you like to do. I run 3 drops or whatever will pour out. And when I work it clockwise, I like to clear the mechanism and run right to left across the brow band. It's the first thing I like to do. It clears everything out of their mechanism. I like to put a little oil on their nostrils so that they know what we're fixing to do. And then I drop 3 more drops, and I'll run his bladder meridian. So the bladder meridian runs from the point of their eye up over their head, down through here. When it gets here, it splits, and it comes back, and it runs all the way down to their foot. And since they run at a higher frequency, I put one hand here and one hand over the eye to hand meet hand. That rushes through, pulls through, pulls through. I do it 3 times and run down to the bottom, and that is where it ends. And I'll run each side 3 times. I also work clockwise when I do this, so I'm starting on the right side of his body, and then I'll move around him clockwise. So that's the 2nd time, and this will be the 3rd. I'll grab 3 more drops, and we're going to walk over to the other side. And I'm going to do the same thing. He just had a release. I put one hand here and one hand up over his ear. Hand meet hand, up, down, and to the bottom. If I'm pre-racing before I run, this horse tends to like peppermint, running it with this direction. So it doesn't have to be just Endoflex or Believe. You can run peppermint. Peppermint supports the involuntary muscles within the body. It also supports many other things, about 500 different things to promote wellness, but primarily in the digestive system. And so I really enjoy that oil as well. Chief loves it. That's his favorite. So once we do this, again, I do it 3 times. I may have done this one 4. And that's how you run a bladder meridian. In the next segment of the video, I will show you how I run different spots. Thank you for joining us.